Yes, people, how are we doing? So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down how we make 200K per month. As you can see on this account, done $111,000 in 15 and a half days. Obviously the 16th of August today, but obviously the day's only just started. So we should theoretically hit 200, if not like 220, maybe 250 if we scale up. But yeah, this is a $200,000 per month strategy. The reason I'm remaking this video is because Facebook ads has updated. It's changed a little bit, tiny difference. But I'm going to break down the testing strategy, the scaling strategy. I'm going to talk about maintenance for testing and scaling, and then I'm going to talk about the rule of thumbs with the Facebook ads. So this is going to be structure-based video of how to structure your ads. Obviously, you should be aware by now. I don't know what your position is. Facebook ads is a combination of creative, product, offer, and Facebook ads, like the structure. So you need all four, okay? Creatives are super important. In this video, I'm going to be showing you the structures, okay? If you're new here, I'm Nathan. I've been e-com for 8 years now. I've scaled, I've done over $4 million in sales now. I've exited a dropshipping brand. This is a store we're working on, and I've got 2 more we're working on as well. This one done $800,000 in June, and then this is a new one as well. Fresh account, fresh custom products. This one done pretty much $20,000 since launch, so it's getting there. We should be scaling up as of next month when the stock lands. Obviously, this is the biggest account, $100,000. Big profits on this one. This is actually custom stock as well, so it's a proper e-com brand. It's not dropshipping like gimmicky products. It's proper long-term custom product store, which is obviously way better, especially if you want to sell the company, which I've done in the past, okay? I've got a good understanding and it's working pretty well for us right now, which we will be able to hit a $200,000 to $250,000 a month this month on this store. Before we get into the video, if you are interested, you've been watching a few of my videos now, you resonate with the message that I put across, which is like long-term branded dropshipping or custom products, and you're looking to start or scale up to 100K per month is where I could probably get you at if you've got a profitable store right now. You can book a call below. Obviously, if you're starting from zero, we can take you to 30K per month, probably pretty easy. Obviously, we need to find you a good product. But yeah, if you want to work with us, with my team, there's 5 of us. You can book a call below. We're taking 10 people per month, like the classic stuff everyone puts on. 5 people on. We actually do take 10 people per month because obviously it's 1-to-1, so it's pretty time intensive and we want to get good results. Book a call below. Right, let's get into this. So I've remade this alongside the old method. So the reason I've updated the Facebook ad method is because there's been a couple changes basically. Flexi ads have come out, CBOs are working better. Usually it was ASC, so like advantage shopping campaigns. So a couple things have switched around. I'm also going to talk about like the maintenance and stuff like budget testing, basically how to scale, okay? And how we're doing the $200,000 per month. The ad account for the testing, so like the testing structure and play, how you manage it over time. I'm going to show you the ad account scaling as well and the structure with a live account. So that will be in the video as well. So this is pretty good free value, to be fair. So I would appreciate if you like and comment because this stuff a lot of people would be charging for. Testing, let me broadly go over it. There's 3 types of testing. You've got ABO testing, ASC testing, and you've got Flexi testing. The reason I haven't put a structure here, I'll go over in a minute. Type 1 is ABO. This is my preferred method. It probably works better. Harry as well, my mate who does 20 mil per year. This is his also preferred method. Also can depend on the Facebook ad account, but generally I think this is better. It's easier to manage as well. So an ABO is basically where you split up the ad sets and you set the budget at the ad set level and you would put the new creatives in. I'll quickly, briefly go over these different types first. Type 2 is like ASC testing. So this would be an advantage shopping campaign where you basically just put all the ads into one campaign and just let the machine do the work. So full machine learning, let Facebook figure out, you just put some budget on it and you let it run over time and you let Facebook do it. I don't prefer this one personally because maybe it takes like 1 to 3 days to optimize because it's a little bit different to ABO. And then obviously there could be problems of Facebook not spending on an ad if it is good. Obviously that's probably not going to happen, but it could be a potential thing. Type 3 is Flexi ads. So it'd pretty much be the same as this ABO, but at the ad set level, you can basically bulk, like let's say you've got an ad here, B1, but you have 4 different types of B1. You could put them in Flexi and you could bulk have them in here. And at the ad level, it would basically figure out which one's the best. The problem with this right now is it doesn't have a reporting feature. So I'm not going to advise this one. So it's still too new in my opinion to know if good. Also, there's a reporting issue. So you can't actually split up the ads at the Flexi level to see which one's performing better, which is an issue. So I'll show you that now. This is a testing campaign. So they're using flexible ads, right? So they put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ads at the ad level. Before they were called dynamic creative. So you would put them here and you could click that, it would split them up. You can't split them up at the moment, which is a problem. So this ad, you don't actually know which ad's performing best. So if we're trying it out on this account, we tried it out on the other testing account. I don't personally think it's the best way to go. But yeah, we're just trying to here stick to the ABO. Okay, so that's what I was explaining. It's got a reporting issue. I also put a tweet out as well if anyone else knew how to fix this problem, and pretty much no one could fix the problem at the moment. Flexi ad, I think there's an issue. I'm assuming they're going to change it because you need to be able to see the data per ad creative, otherwise it's pretty much pointless. Keep an eye on that. But what is ABO testing? This is the best one. So an ABO, you basically set the budget at the ad set. So testing budgets per ad set, $10, $20 or $50. I'd say these are the best ones. $10 is okay. Don't want to be going lower than that. Broad works best. Okay, so just keep the ad sets open. If your pixel for your Facebook and your Shopify is brand new, yes, you can put interest in, but also test broad as well. The interest could just help season the pixel a little bit more. But once the pixel's seasoned, you just leave it broad. You don't really need to do interest. Test for 3 to 7 days per ad set. I would say spend around $100 to $200 per ad set to test. Like, you should sort of get a good idea if the creatives are working by then. But like ideally a minimum of $100, especially if your cost per purchase is like $30 to $50. Like, you need to see if the ad creatives are working properly, because it sometimes split the budget. Let's talk about the ad level. Let's say this ad spent $20, this ad spent $20, this ad spent $20, this ad spent $20. So that's $80 in total. But your cost per purchase to get a sale is like $50. These ads still could be good, but you haven't actually spent enough. Look at it on the ad level, is have the ads been getting enough spend? To convince yourself more, okay, that the ads would be still working, like you can check the CTR, which is the click-through rate. Has it got a good click-through rate? Has it got a good cost per click? Are the CPMs good? Okay, so if you're like, oh God, I want to turn it off, check those as soft metrics, and it could still be an indicator of them, they're good. So I'll show you the testing ad account of how we manage that. So quickly guys, I want to talk about the app Shop Hunter. So obviously previously, like I said, one of the key things about Facebook ads is you need a good product. Obviously, if you've got a good product, good foundation for everything, right? So we partnered with Shop Hunter. They basically enable you to track competitors' stores, which is one of the biggest indicators of finding a good winning product, right? Because you want to be selling something that's working, but you can sell it differently. But to understand if it's working, ideally, you want to see how much revenue they're doing. So you can basically input a competitor's store. Obviously, these guys are pretty crazy. Last 30 days and 1.6 million. You can track a competitor's store and it will show you pretty much roughly accurate. I would say they're around 80% accurate, these results, which is good enough to make an informed decision, right, of whether a competitor is performing. But alongside that, Shop Hunter also gives you their best selling products. So what products are they selling the most, which is absolutely dope. This is a good brand. It's Mum Cozy. They're crushing it, as you can see. Basically like the parents niche, having babies, which is an insane niche because women having babies just want to buy the stuff that they need. So if you can provide them with the goods, then you have a profitable store. But this is that. So for example, if we wanted to start a nursing or a baby's brand, we could look at this, confirm this store is working, find out what their best selling products are, and sort of go from there. And we can build a store and brand around that. So yeah, I highly advise using Shop Hunter. They've got a discounted link in my description below where you can get a free trial or 30 days. And yeah, it's a pretty essential app. So pretty much everyone in dropshipping uses sales trackers to find out competitors' data and best selling products. So Shop Hunter, check it out. There's loads of other features as well. Let's get back into the video. So what I'm going to show you now is me using the ABO testing campaign of how I've been testing creatives and products in my Facebook ad account for this new brand. This is the $19,000 so far brand that we started as custom product, etc. So this is more starting out. So I'm going to show you the ABO test instruction, how we sort of managed it. So this is the testing campaign. I literally just called it testing. You can see the results are pretty bad, but again, this is testing. So how have I been managing it? So all these ones that I clicked here, let's look at these ones. So as you can see, I've turned this one off, I've turned this one off, I've turned this one off, and I've turned this one off. They all pretty much spent $100 and without zero results, okay, which is pretty bad. Obviously, I'm gonna turn these off. These ones here, so I need to review these now. So the game plan would be, I kept these ones running because they had a few sales. I was like, maybe they might pick up more. But again, they haven't performed. So now I'm at the stage where I need to review these new batch of creators that I'm testing. So what I would do is I would click all of these, go into the ad set level, and ideally you want to be looking at purchases. So this is where we look at the ad set level, okay? So obviously this is the best performing ad. It's a 1.3 ROAS. So that's our break even ROAS is 1.3. This one is lower. This one is a bit above. But again, so this is probably what I'm gonna do. Bear in mind, I'm playing around with a bigger budget. I can sort of run unprofitable when testing. If you've got a lower budget, you need to be a lot tighter. But I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do the maintenance on this now. So what I'm gonna do realistically, also as well, so what I did with these ones that were performing, I set the budget at $20 per day, but because they weren't performing well, I actually reduced the budgets to $12 and $10. to spend less basically and see if we can pick any more sales up to see if they are profitable. Right, let's go to this ad set. Okay, so this is a 1.3. So what I'm going to do is I'll leave that one, let it run for a bit. I'll reduce this by 10. This adds 1.5, so I will let that spend. So like, as you can see, the spend's been pretty split, which is good to be fair. But yeah, let's see, that might pick up another sale. It could be a good ad. So I'll leave that one running as well. These were using dynamic creative. So let's see how because I think they've taken off dynamic creative, but let's have a look. Yeah, it's not there anymore. Okay, so I'll turn that off as well. Right, so I've got 2 ad sets left out of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 ad sets with 4 ads in each one. So there's a lot of ads I've tested and pretty much nothing's come through successful, which can be the case. I'm showing you the raw reality, but you got to keep testing stuff to see and get new creatives, okay? So these have all been turned off. These I'm going to let them run a little bit more at lower budget. So let's put this down to 10 as well. And then basically the next process would be testing more creatives. So what I'm going to do now, so these creatives were all one type. So there were B-roll fashion ads, like showcasing the fashion products with B-roll and music. Now I need to start testing statics. I need to test UGC. I need to test Blue Ocean content with these products. And then I also need to start testing new products. So I've got 6 more products, which will be coming. These were all creatives for one product, okay? So a lot of creatives, it's a creative game. So the next stage of what I would be doing for testing new creatives like Blue Ocean ads is I'll duplicate this and I would use the same text copy because that's the copy that's been working, and then switch out the ads. And each batch of creators, I would have 2 to 4 ads or 2 to 5 ads of a new set of creatives. If I want to test more stuff, I would add a new ad set to the ABO with a new batch of creatives. So like maybe 2 to 4 ads, 2 to 5 ads. Usually I put around 4 ads and I'll do $10 to $20 again, testing budget. This is the testing method. And then again, spend around $100 if it's not working, cut. It's the same process for Advantage shopping campaign. Personally, I would say just use the ABO testing method, okay? You can use this one if you want, but again, it could take longer to optimize, but it's the same process. Run it, put all the ads in once, and then once anything is performing, you put them into scaling. So quickly, before we get into scaling, what I'm going to talk about now is I'm going to explain the rules of thumb. So ideally, when you're testing, keep it one country. So just test in the country that has the cheapest CPM. So we're just running USA for this brand. So you only want to be using the same ABO for the same product. For example, if you're releasing a different product under the same brand, you might need to do a new ABO, okay? So every time I add in a new ad set, it's all for the same product. We're just doing different creatives, okay? You want to keep it one country, one product per ABO, unless the new products are very similar to the one you're testing in the ABO. Same for this Advantage Shopper campaign. One country, one product. You don't want to have like one country, but then you have like you're testing 3 different products with completely different ads in this ad set. It just wouldn't work. It would just mess up the machine learning, right? How is it meant to find the right customers if you're marketing 3 different products? Those are basically the major rule of thumbs, okay? How do we put into scaling? So the method is you test anything here. Once you have found winning creatives out of here, so you would do the method. So obviously these results aren't the best. To be fair, that's break even, that's 1.5. So it's just over break even, still not the best. For example, let's say these were 2 ROAS or 3 ROAS, these 2 ads here, what you would do is you would get them and put them into the scaling campaign, which would be the CBO, okay? You'd put them into the CBO. What are the 2 scaling campaigns? So this is what I was talking about. There's pretty much 2 main scaling campaigns now, which is CBO and ASC, Advantage Shopping Campaign. You want most of your budgets in CBO. So this is gonna be the biggest one, bringing in the most new customers. ASC is the secondary budget, but you wanna be using them both together. ASC also kind of includes retargeting. So one of the media buyers that I sort of like listen to who's crushing it, does 20 mil per year. He was saying they basically tested taking off retargeting and just using ASC campaign and the results got better. So in theory, that means and suggests Advantage Shopper campaign also adds a bit of retargeting as well. Anything that is performing, any ads, not ad set, if a singular ad is performing for the product, you want to create a CBO for that product. So each winning product you would have a CBO with all your best performing ads. What is the budget? You want to start with $100 to up to $1,000 per day. Obviously, you start with 100. You can even start with 50 if you want, ideally. But you just continue to scale if you're profitable. 20% per day, 50% per day, 100% per day, depending on how profitable it is, okay? Let's say you're at a 3 ROAS and your break even is 1.5, keep scaling, 20%, 20%, 20%. And as the results dip and go up, keep scaling, keep scaling. Vice versa, if the results dip, scale down 20%. That's pretty much it, every day. Or you can check in twice per day. Obviously, if you scale at the start of the day, check in before the evening, see how the results going. If they're doing really bad, reduce again. What I find is sometimes if I reduce the budget, the results get better. Don't know why, it just happens. For the CBO, you only want to have one ad set and you put your winning ads there. You can have 1 to 8 ads into this. Even if you have one winning ad from testing, you can begin to scale with putting it into a CBO. So let's say you get one winning ad from testing, you can start putting it into a CBO. That new store we've done $20,000 on so far. We're literally scaling with one creative. That's profitable and it's been working for the last 2 months. And now we're just trying to find another creative that's working. So it's just a process of testing, inputting into the CBO, testing, inputting into the CBO. Then what you want to do, all your best performing ads as well, put them into the ASC. So you have this alongside. ASC campaign is a secondary scaling campaign. It should be behind the CBO. It also retargets people, have 20 to 50% of your budget to be on ASC. Again, $50 to $1,000 plus daily. Scale if profitable, must use alongside CBO scaling. Same again, one ad set, put all successful ads from testing into this campaign, 1 to 9 ads per campaign. That is it. It's really that simple. So the new things that change is before this ad was the dominant ad, but now it's CBO. It's gone back to the dominant ad. And then the other thing that's changed as well, these like the updates, is obviously flexi testing. But again, at the moment, I think there's a problem with the reporting. Let's have a look at the scaling campaign. So this month, this is for the $200,000 account. This so far probably spent around $50,000, maybe a bit more. Obviously, this is a pounds conversion. At the moment, we need to switch this account over into CBO scaling. So that's probably how we're going to scale anyway. Because you can see we've spent the most on Advantage Plus. But this is what was working maybe 1 to 2 months ago. But now it's moving into CBO. So we've just launched the CBO. And ideally, we need to start scaling this. Okay, so you can see the structures in use. We've got an ASC testing campaign, ABO testing campaign, but this is using Flexi. So we're just trialing the Flexi ads right now. Anything that's performing in the Advantage Plus campaign and the Flexi ad campaign, we're gonna put in the CBO or these Advantage Plus. As you can see, the Advantage Plus are split up by country. This is better and splits up the budget better, okay? Let's look at CBO scaling. So this is a new campaign. Obviously, like I said, this will be the dominant performing campaign. From what I've seen other people doing well, this should be able to scale more than the ASC. These are the best performers. So anything that is performing from testing, you just put it into here. And Facebook will find and what to put budget to. And then again, same with this. These are all the best performing ads. So you can see they're the same ads, but you need to have the CBO and the Advantage Shopping campaign alongside with each other. Obviously this account, the Advantage Shopping, we're spending way more, but that needs to change. So we need to start scaling up the CBOs because in theory, they should do better. CBOs have been performing better from what my friends have said, from what I've seen, and obviously we've just started launching this and it's performing good. So we just need to scale it up now because it brings actually more new customers, which is ideally what you need. This is the campaign. You can see there's hella data here and we're continuing to scale. So again, I'm just going to go over the general rule of thumbs when you're scaling. Again, this is important. Ideally, one product, one country. Yes, you can put multiple countries in, but I would test it against the singular countries. ASC, ideally just one country per ASC, okay? Maybe in the CBO, you can put all the countries. Only do the ads per product. Do not put multiple products in these campaigns. So if you have 2 winning products or 3 winning products in your branded store, have each CBO or an Advantage Shopping campaign per the product, okay? To basically overview, ABO testing, Advantage Shopping campaign testing, and then again, CBO scaling, Advantage Shopping scaling. Thank you for the video, guys. I hope it is broken down. If you want anything more in depth, I'm gonna be filming this like twice more in depth for our group. So if you wanna work with our team, one-to-one, you can book a call below. Peace and love, guys.